But now we have Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter also going into retrograde. So that's going to be a lot of intensity, but most of all, it's going to represent, especially Saturn specifically going into retrograde, is going to represent reflection over our responsibilities, our boundaries, our limitations, figuring out what we've learned through the current cycles that we've been through, what's working for us and what do we need to really leave behind. It's really a press to clarify our intentions, um, and even though Saturn inspires discipline and movement, this retrograde asks you to kind of stop for a second and ask yourself, okay, are you just moving, and you're progressing, but there's no real growth? Or are you actually growing? You know what I'm saying? So that's the Saturn retrograde. That's the energy that you're going to be feeling. This retrograde is going to last through September 29th. So this energy will be around for a while. I probably will talk about it again. Um, let's see. Jupiter retrograde is definitely going to affirm that same energy of reflection. But in terms of Jupiter, it's like, okay, let's reflect over our finances. Let's see what patterns we need to break in terms of finances and what intentions we need to clarify in terms of finances and expansion. Also, this Jupiter retrograde is another reminder to take a break from the rat race. We want to focus on our spiritual and mental health and our intellect more so than anything during this time. So you're definitely going to be feeling pushed and moved to do that. Don't hesitate on it, and don't feel like you're doing the wrong thing by kind of checking out of what's typically work or structure or stability for you, because you're going to be supported in that energy. It's just astrologically there for it to be so. Let's see what else. Venus retrograde is really about opening up emotional wounds, opening up issues that you may have with your self-esteem. So if you're feeling a little depressed during this time, that's normal, but you don't want to allow yourself to deepen in that depression. If you've been feeling like you have been less confident, get in the mirror, dance, put some makeup on, whatever makes you feel good in terms of like actually physically beautiful, do that. Because you'll notice a lot of just feeling drained, physically speaking, in terms of like keeping yourself up and maintaining your beauty and how you view your own beauty. Also, in terms of relationships, this energy of Venus being in retrograde is going to be bringing up exes from the past. It's going to be bringing up past feelings that you may have thought were resolved in your current relationship. And it's also going to be inspiring changes as it relates to the relationship, because Jupiter and Saturn are also in retrograde. Also, changes in your appearance. You may be feeling like you want to cut your hair or start a new makeup trend or change up your style a little bit. This is definitely all of that retrograde energy. So, yes. Also, in terms of relationship and Venus retrograde, I feel like this is something that happens all the time. But, love and teamwork in relationships versus competition. When you're in a relationship with someone, you don't want to always feel like you're battling them and you're butting heads with them and you can't be receptive and they can't be receptive to you, or you're not feeling each other, you're not on the same page. And the easiest way to get to that place is to be in competition with your mate. It doesn't have to be literally like, okay, I'm trying to one up them all the time intentionally, but it's little things. It's okay, my mate cooked for me and doesn't normally cook, so now I feel like I have to cook, to one up them. Or she just got a raise and now I feel like I have to make more money. Or like little things like that, or like I bought this and you didn't do this, so now it's this against this and you owe me this. Like, you can't be a partnership and be in that type of mentality. You have to learn how to merge it and compromise and come together, and really focus on teamwork. So I wanted to just drive home that point, because there is going to be a lot of that energy with all this retrograde, that's going on. So yeah, that's all I really have to say in terms of astrology. I could go on, but I don't want to bore y'all. I feel like that was pretty much giving y'all the main points. Do y'all have any questions about what I've said? If so, please put them in the comments. If y'all don't have any questions, let me just reiterate the fact that Saturn retrograde is going to last through September 29th. It started on May 11th. Venus retrograde started today on the 13th. It's going to last through June 25th. And Jupiter retrograde is starting tomorrow, and it's going to last through September the 12th. Okay, so Venus retrograde is going to be a little bit over a month. But this Saturn and Jupiter retrograde are going to be through September. So you'll want to be mindful of that energy. Hello to everyone that's just joining. If you all have tarot questions, please put them in the comments. Send them in the question box. I'm going to go ahead and get started on questions. In the meantime, while I wait for a few people to drop your questions. Hello, love. I'm going to show y'all my new deck because I really like it. So first of all, y'all know I love moons. And look at that. These are the back of the cards. Isn't that so cute? Okay, so that's number one. But also, the suits, it's raindrops, which is going to represent cups, lightning, which is going to represent wands, clouds, which is going to represent swords, and gems, which is like discs or pentacles. And I just really, really love that. And I like the words that the cards have on them. They are words that I would normally associate with these particular cards. And I just like the simplicity of this. It's so super cute. Even the major arcana cards, like look at the star card. One of my favorite cards, rejuvenation. And I always tell y'all that the star card is about self-care, and going within and rejuvenating, basically tapping back in with your star player. So yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. I'm going to be probably doing readings with this deck tonight. I'll have to shuffle through it a little bit longer than I normally shuffle, because it is new and all the cards are kind of together. So y'all bear with me. I got me a new deck, Precious. Thank you. I'm glad y'all like them. So yeah, that is pretty much that on that. Hey girlfriend, what's up, babe? You want to make a cameo on my live? No. Thought I'd ask. I look like I've lost weight. Girl, I have not worked out. I'm ashamed. I have not worked out, first of all. And I need to be working out. But I have not lost any weight. I mean, I may have lost some water weight, but no. I need to get my life together.
She's fine, y'all.
Thank you, girlfriend. You just love me. It's already May. And baby girl, I gotta get rid of this fupa. It gotta go. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. How did you do that? All right, we got questions. Is the relationship in the right mood for me? Let's see. Is it the right mood for you? The only thing about new cards, y'all, is they be so stiff and sharp. And my deck that I use all the time is just like butter. I don't know. I guess you have to be a card reader to get it, but it's different. It's just like when you get a new Uno deck or a new playing card deck. Y'all seen that? Girl, it seems like it's the right move for you. First of all, we have 2 cups come out, and in relationship reading, cups, especially the latter cups like 8, 9, 10, are always good cards to come out. You know, the 10 of cups, fulfillment, emotional cycles starting over, happiness, commitment, stability as it relates to family. That's always really good energy. The 9 of cups, emotional stability, security, again, commitment, growth, spiritual connection. That's really good as well. And then the 2 of wands, coming together and planning and compromising and moving forward. So it seems to be a really good move for you overall, boo. Yeah. That was for Jean Marie. Is the relationship in the right move for me? Is the relationship I'm in the right move for me? Maybe that's what she meant. What lessons should I learn during this Venus retrograde? I am going to be doing a collective reading again, and I am going to start offering this reading for the week. It's a Rude Awakening retrograde reading. That's a mouthful to say, but it'll be $20, and I'm going to do it at the end of the live collectively. Y'all can book it for the week, so I'll talk a little bit more about that. But let's see. What lessons should I learn during this Venus retrograde? Y'all, when you get a new tarot deck, it smells so good. It smells like a new book. I don't know if y'all are readers or bibliophiles like me, but when you get a new book, it smells so good. Like, it just, I don't know. Even old books smell good, but like the new book smell, it's different. It's different. All right, you need to learn how to let your guard down a little bit. One, you have a problem trusting, and you can have your guard up so high that you can be unreceptive, which leads you to be unclear about people's intentions as it relates to you. But that's not always the fault of the other person. Sometimes it's just you having your red flags up, and you need to learn how to release a little bit of that. You have the Ace of Wands, which in this case is going to represent a block. It's going to represent defense. It's going to represent not really believing that you can go after things that are impossible, not really believing that you can have the relationship that you really want. You have the Sun card in reverse, which is going to represent confusion, distrust, lack of commitment, lack of clarity, lack of balance. So these are all things that you feel like you've been maybe manifesting in terms of relationships that are going to be coming to the surface during this time. You need to learn what the root of those things are during this retrograde. You also have the Ace of Clouds or the Ace of Swords, new ideas coming through, new perceptions as it relates to relationships and how you want to approach situations regarding your emotions. So yeah, and then we end up with the Oracle of Gems, which is going to represent practicality. It's going to represent also coming to terms with how you really feel about situations, learning how to confront things head on and release things before they get in the way. Hey, Key. So, yeah. That's what you need to learn during this retrograde. Does that make sense? I know you said so true in there somewhere, but I just want to make sure. Okay. Oh, this is from T. I was asking people about T earlier, y'all, so a little bit of this is mixing up. Will I be successful in this new role? Let's see, Miss Bina. Y'all, I love this deck. I normally don't connect with decks right away. It takes me like a little bit, but I'm feeling this one. Big facts from here right now. This what's up. That's good. Will I be successful in this new role? Let's see, Miss Bina. Will you be successful in this new role? Well, that just jumped right on out, didn't it? My ear itches, y'all. I don't know why. the inside of my ear. It's just like the top part of my ear. Probably allergies. Even the damn dog has allergies. I never had allergies until I moved out here close to Austin. I don't know what it is. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are going to be successful in this new role. Apprentice of Gems, which is going to represent, you know, you being a student, you learning and fitting in, and not only learning and fitting in, but being efficient in your learning and taking on the skills that you're asked to take on, having the initiative that you need to take. That's definitely going to promote success for you. You have the Master of Gems, or the King of Discs, which is going to represent wealth, stability, commitment. Absolutely. The Star, you're letting your star shine. You're letting your skills show the brightest. And that's rejuvenating you, not only in the position, but also in your own life. It's fulfilling you. So absolutely, you're going to be successful in this new role. For sure. Do you like fitness tips? Reply to me only if you're a girl. Sir, we're not doing that. Do I need to get a divorce? Let's see. Do I need to get a divorce? You're welcome, love. Anytime. Hello to everyone that's just joining us. Key said, do I need to review a fallen relationship? Give me 1 second, Key. I got you. Do I need to get a divorce? Wow. Did y'all see how those just flew right on out? I can't stop smirking. I always smirk when I pull cards. It's limited. Yes, you need to get a divorce. The Ten of Clouds endings, or the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords represents anxiety. It represents insomnia. It represents things. My thoughts are keeping me up at night because I'm tired of waking up to the same thing and going through the same cycles. You have the Emperor in reverse, which, you know, that represents taking up space. But sometimes the Emperor's like, bam, I'm taking up space. I'm here. I'm committed. I'm dedicated. I'm building the structure. But when this card comes in reverse, it's like, baby, what are you taking up space for? What are you doing? How are you growing? Where are we going? You know what I'm saying? And then the Temperance card. I know you're floating in the middle. I know you're trying to figure it out and find out what direction you want to go in. And that's okay. Just breathe, be patient with yourself, be patient with the process, and let go whenever you're ready. The Nine of Wands, resilience, change, movement, spiritual enlightenment, and awakening. Okay? So, yes, I would take that as a yes. You do need to get a divorce. Where did Key's question go? Do I need to review a fallen relationship? Let's see. I need to review a fallen relationship. Hey, Shar. Hello to everyone who's just joining. I need to review a fallen relationship. So I do think that you need to revisit the fallen relationship just for closure. I don't think that you should fully let this person back in or take them seriously. because you definitely feel like they can be a burden on you or it can be draining. But at the end of the day, you do have some good memories with this person and y'all do have fun together. So if you can keep it lighthearted and just, see it for that and accept it for that, then absolutely you should revisit it. But if you feel like you're just completely drained in the situation and you want more out of the friendship, then no, don't revisit it. Does that make sense, Key, if you're still in here? Let's see. Hi, 11. Yes. Hi. Okay, cool. She said yes. We already answered that. Was choosing to go for my master's a good decision? Let's see. No. Or, I'm sorry, you said was choosing to go for my master's a good decision. I'm sorry, I thought you said is it a bad decision? Yes, it absolutely is a good decision. It's really going to put you into a position where you feel like you have the necessary tools that you need to be able to progress in the field that you're trying to progress in. So you definitely made a good decision by doing that. I mean, it is going to be a trying time. You're going to have to stay strong. You're going to have to be resilient. You're going to have to be patient and compassionate with yourself, for sure. You're going to have to lean on your community, for sure. But it was a good decision. You made the right choice. What's my Cash App? This is my Cash App, Key. Shawnee 11LS. SHAUNIE 11LS. That's my Cash App, y'all. If y'all want to drop me some tips. I think I got all the questions, you guys. If I missed your question, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm about to do the we have all these questions down here. I'm sorry, you guys. Can you ask the spirit guides what advice they have for me at this time? Free Spirit, Wild Heart, 86. I told y'all this time was about creativity and momentum in terms of breaking up structures in existing limitations and boundaries. So I think it's funny that the Star card is coming out a lot, because I keep telling y'all this is now the time to go ahead and tap in with your star player and figure out who that person is and what that person represents and what that person is here to do. I think for you, Free Spirit, Wild Heart, the spirits are just letting you know that you need to control your emotions enough that you can be able to tap more into your mind. That doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. You need to focus on emotional maturity so that you can move to a different level in terms of your perception, which will allow you to be able to manifest physically more of what you want. You're going to have to really adapt more of an idea of abundance and gratitude, because right now it seems like you have a lot of fear or anxiety, have a lot of feelings of scarcity. And if you harp on those thoughts and focus on those thoughts all the time, then that is what you're going to manifest. So Spirit is asking you to move through those thoughts, to change that. I always feel like when people say think positive, think positive, think positive, it's kind of BS, because no one's thinking positive all the time. And even if you do have positive thoughts in the front of your mind, in the back of your mind, those negative thoughts are still there. So what you need to do is do something productive and positive with that energy. Okay? That was for you, Free Spirit, Wild Heart 86. Let's see. I want to pursue a previous relationship, but I'm unsure if there was some shit between he and I will work. I'm afraid of the uncertainty. So are you asking, should you pursue the relationship? Let's see. Will it work out? Should she pursue the relationship? Piccolo, stop it. I don't know why you left him out here. He was doing good.
That's it, baby.
I do think you should pursue the relationship. I'm not going to tell you that the relationship is going to pan out and you're going to get married and all that, because I'm not seeing that. But it does seem like if there's something that you need to pursue, just so that you can go ahead and find the clarity that you need to gain about what you actually want and be able to move on. Also, I do think the relationship will work well. You know, physically speaking, I think the connection will be good. The chemistry will be there. Probably the sex will be good. You know, maybe he has good money, stability in this person. But I just feel like more than anything, this relationship is going to be a catalyst to shift your own energy. I don't feel like it's something that you're going to end up committing yourself to. That was for Kita. I want to pursue a previous relationship, but I'm unsure if the relationship will pan out. How is my current path taking me with my career? Is there any area I should expand on currently? Yo, my tripod don't want to stay up today. We almost lost y'all real quick. You need to focus on your thoughts, Kita. Number one, you need to explore what you want, not what you think will be successful, not what you think will give you money, not what you think will sit well with your family or your friends. Just actually what you want to do and what you want to explore, what you're actually passionate about. And you need to have an idea of abundance surrounding the things that you're passionate about. Just because you're doing what you're passionate about and what you love, that doesn't mean that you're going to be lacking in anything. So that's what you need to be focusing on and expanding. You need to be expanding your mind, expand the dream. You also might need to focus a little bit more on your home life or your family if you've been having issues with that, whether it's with your children or your actual parents. You know, make sure that your home is stable. And you will find that everything else will expand from there. Thank you, friend. You're welcome, love. You can always join my live on Wednesdays. Expand the dream. All right, I think I answered all of the questions. I am now going to do the Root Awakening retrograde reading. Let me just let y'all know what questions are about to be on here. You're welcome, love. Anytime. Y'all, my website, I've been working tirelessly on it this week. It's gonna be done by next week. I'm gonna let y'all know that on Tuesday next week, I'm gonna be dropping the link. Like, click on it, because I have really been like up all night working on it and doing my schoolwork. Y'all, let's just wrap up real quick. I really love this shit. Like, I don't do this for my health, for fun. I mean, not even for money really at this point, because yes, I make money off you guys and it's starting to grow, but I really love this and I work tirelessly. What's going to be on the site? All of my readings are going to be on the site. All of my massage packages are going to be on the site. You can get a reading massage package. You can get body butter. You can get body oil. You can get a package that includes reading, butter, and oil. Once I start getting a feel of how much products are going to sell, then I will start introducing more products. But for now, I'm just sticking with those two. I might add my hair oil back later, maybe. But yeah, you can buy those products. You can book your readings. All the different types of readings are going to be listed with the description, with the price, with my times available, so you can book on the website. Same thing for massage. There's going to be packages where you can do readings and massage, Reiki and readings. Yeah, everything basically is going to be on there. I'm trying to find a CBD vendor because I want to create an herbal pain relief cream. So I'm working on that. That'll be also on the site within the next few months. But yeah, I've been working tirelessly to really build my brand up and really make everything professional. I just turned 11 moons into an LLC because this is my dream. You know, this is my baby. I want to be a whole brand and household name, you know, and I still work about 30 hours a week at my job. You know, I'm still in school. So I just have a lot going on, and I know that I'm going to have to sacrifice something eventually. And I'm absolutely ready to make that sacrifice. But I just want y'all to know how important it is that y'all really support me. I've had a lot of people message me this week, just like asking me for free readings, just like randomly, like people that don't normally book me, people that I don't really know. And it's like, no, this is the time to get your free readings. Other than that, don't ask me unless I specify, like in my story, ask me a question, I'll post some cards for you. Or if you come to me specifically and you say, hey, I have this going on, you know, can you help me out? Of course. But if you just come to me out of nowhere, no, I can't help you like that. I'm a business. I'm trying to build a brand, and I can't do that doing everything for free as much as I would love to. I just cannot survive like that. So that's my spiel on that. Back to this, what is it called? Root Awakening retrograde reading. What the questions that are included in this reading And again, I'm going to be offering this reading from now until September. The price of the reading, I honestly want to price it at $21, but I'm going to price it at $20. Um, just, I don't know, just because. So I might change it to 21. I'll probably do it 21, guys. It's going to be 21. I don't know why. I need that number to be 21 so it can add up to 3. I don't know why. I need it to be that. Okay. So I'm going to do a collective one, but if you need to book this reading personally, it's $21. Okay. One, what do you, oh no, sorry. I changed it. 1, what part of your shadow self is being pushed to the surface? 2, what do you need to focus on shedding? 3, what do you need to release control of? 4, what is the truth about who you are in relationships and how can you love more freely? 5, what definition of happiness is no longer serving you? 6, what financial lessons or intentions do you need to carry out of this retrograde with you? And then 7 to 9 is going to be additional guidance and considerations. Okay, so this spread is, even though it sounds short, it's really in depth. These are really like deep questions, and I try to make all the spreads that I make myself like that. So when you book with me and I ask you what kind of reading you want, don't always feel compelled to pick a spread that I've already created. I'm more than willing to just go in with you and do a general reading. We talk about what your concerns are. That's going to be updated on the site. It's going to be called a soul session with Shawnee. But I do these spreads simply for people who don't really know what they want to know. They don't really know what it is that's nagging at them. Maybe some of these questions will speak to them, and these spreads can kind of bring out certain things that they've been looking for. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started. Hey Jazz, hey Sarah. Y'all need to check out Sarah's book. It's really good, actually. She's a really good author, and she's a great client of mine. So y'all need to go and follow her. Check out her book. Yes, Soul Sessions with Shawnee. I already named the product. So yeah, and you guys, I'm getting my YouTube channel updated. I just made my banner and everything for my YouTube channel. Named the channel, updated my Google to match my business address and all that, or my business email address and all that, so it can be connected to my business. Put all my socials on there. All I gotta do now at this point is all I have to do at this point is upload the video. So I'm working on that too. That should be done within the next couple of weeks. And then y'all can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's gonna be called 11 Moons. But the Shawnee Show with 11 Moons. No problem, Sarah. Put your book name, title, link in there. Put all that. Plug it, girl. Plug it. I have a lot of friends who are readers, and they want to support Black authors. Cards are so dope. I hadn't even looked at all of them, but just the ones that are coming out. I'm like, bruh, these cards are so dope. All right, you guys, so let's get it started. What part of your shadow self is being pushed to the surface? For that, we have the 3 of gems or the 3 of discs. That's going to be abundance. It's going to be the seed actually blossoming and the tree actually starting to form and manifest. So again, what part of your shadow self is pushing to the surface? The part that wants more, the part that knows that you planted the seeds that you need to plant and is waiting on um, that bloom or that blossom to happen. The part of you that knows that you've grown and is proud of yourself, and you're just watering that tree even more. The part of you that wants to pour into yourself more than you're pouring into anything right now. That's what's coming up from your shadow self, or that's the part of your shadow self that's coming up. Um, what do you need to focus on shedding? On that, we have creation, the magician. You need to focus on shedding limitations as it relates to your creation. You can create anything. Do y'all think that Steve Jobs woke up one day and was like, you know what? I'm going to create a cell phone that can do everything and everyone's going to love it. And you think that idea hit everybody like, yes, right away? No, people probably thought he was crazy. He probably had to go through a whole lot of no's. He probably had to recreate, reproduce, and go through this whole process before everything actually clicked and things started to align. So you need to shed the limitations that you have as it relates to what you can and can't create, what you can and can't manifest. You can create anything. And I'm not talking about no willy foo foo, anything is possible, Cinderella type shit, but I'm just saying we as humans have free will. And because of that, we have the choice to make what we want happen. We don't want to be in a relationship, we can leave. We don't like a job that we have, we can quit. We don't like what we're doing, we can learn how to do something else and take up something else. And when you're in a position that you can't just do that in the moment, what you can do is create a way for yourself to do that. So that's what you need to shed, those limiting beliefs. What do I need to release control of? You need to release control of, again, what can happen. With your ambition, anything is possible. You can't always be in control of what can happen. You can't always see the plan and see how it's going to happen. You can't always fully envision the manifestation. But what you can do is allow, receive, and work. That's what you can do. So you need to release control of how you think things are supposed to happen, and release control of what you think you can and can't do. Because I guarantee you, what you think you can't do, you absolutely can. All you have to do is just be like Nike and just do it. What is the truth about who you are in relationships and how you move? How can you love more freely? The Moon card. The truth about who you are in relationships is that there's certain parts of yourself that you hide. Sometimes that's because you feel like you have to hide those selves or those parts of yourself because the other person won't be accepting of that. Sometimes you hide those parts of yourself because you don't feel safe showing those parts of yourself. Sometimes you hide those parts of yourself because you maybe are afraid to face those parts of yourself. And when you're doing that, you're compartmentalizing certain parts of yourself and hiding certain parts of yourself from a relationship. The only thing that's going to happen is excuse me, y'all. The only thing that's going to happen excuse me, woo. This message don't want to be me to be great and come out. The only thing that's gonna happen, no, I don't have that shit. And my mama keep calling me, y'all. It's interrupting my life. I'm gonna call her back when I get done. I just swallowed wrong and now it's making me choke. Okay. Shit. The only thing that's gonna happen is those things are gonna keep coming back up in different situations and in different people. So the best thing that you can do is do the work, the shadow work, and actually face those things. That's the way that you can love more freely. You can expose those parts of yourself to your partner and also to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to expose it to yourself in order to be able to expose it to your partner. Okay? So again, that question was, what is the truth about who you are in relationships and how can you love more freely? And we got the moon card with that. Let's see. What definition of happiness is no longer serving you? You think that everyone is aware of how you feel, what you want, and what you need at all times. And you're sensitive and you're taking things personal that are not personal. Sometimes, not everyone has the same heart as you, and you have to be understanding and accepting to that fact. And you can't expect people just to change that fact simply because it hurts your feelings. Because, number one, their actions are not always about you, and it's not a personal attack against you. Okay? So the definition of happiness that you need to let go of is that if someone loved me, they would do this. If someone cared about me, they would do that. If someone really appreciated me, they would do this and this and this. Sometimes that is true, but sometimes that's just you putting your ideals and your expectations on a situation that one have nothing to do with the other. It's just like when people cheat. Everyone loves to say, oh, you cheated on me, you don't love me. You cheated on me, you don't love me. Cheating has nothing to do with your partner loving you. Now, I'm not telling y'all to stay in relationships where y'all are being cheated on, but what I'm saying is the other person cheating on you has nothing to do with you and everything to do with their lack of impulse control, their insecurity, and their need for attention and lust. It has nothing to do with you. So while you around taking it personal, thinking something wrong with you and they don't love you, really, they have a void that they're trying to fill that have nothing to do with you. So a lot of situations are like that. And so this card, in terms of, what ideals of happiness you need to release, it represents that. It represents the transference that we participate in as it relates to one another's emotions. What financial lessons or intentions do you need to carry out of the retrograde? Need. This card means that you need to focus on what you need, baby. Not what you want. What do you need? What do you need? Do y'all think I wanted to spend $300-$400 in turning my business into an LLC when I could have spent that money getting my nails done, buying a new laptop? I could have bought some flights. I could have paid somebody to do my hair. I could have got my nails done. My eyebrows are thick and fucking bushy. But no, I need to invest in myself and my business right now. I want a house. I want stocks and bonds. I want assets. So that's what I'm going to focus my intention and my money into. That's what I need to manifest the things that I want. I don't need new clothes. I don't need new shoes. I don't need weave and my hair done. I want that. I want it. I want to get pampered. I want to go to the spa. I want to get a facial. I want my nails done, my feet done, all of that. And I could have definitely done that. But it would have been foolish of me to do that instead of investing in my business when my business is bringing me revenue. When I can actually separate my personal income from my business income, gather the tax benefits on that, and elevate my life to a different status. Why would I not put money into that? Focus on what you need. Save money. We can't go nowhere right now. Things are opening back up, but y'all ain't really out here in these streets like that, or at least I hope y'all ain't. So while y'all at home, while y'all not buying drinks at the club, while y'all not eating out every day, while y'all not doing dates here, dates there, going left, right, XYZ, put that money in a savings account. Put that money, open up an Acorns account, invest. That's the financial lesson to clear it with you. Yes, drinks at the club, because y'all already know, especially if y'all live in Austin, you can easily spend $150 in a night just bar hopping and drinking. Like, easy. Bar hopping, drinking, and eating. in the night. And while that night it may not seem like nothing, and the next morning you wake up and your account's still fine, like you can still live, that's not the point. You know what I'm saying? It's not the point. Yes, I'm a Capricorn. Yes, I'm cheap. Okay, my Jupiter is also in Capricorn. Yes, I'm cheap, you know, but at the end of the day, I do like nice things. I like luxury. I like to pamper and spoil myself as well. But right now, that's not what I'm focused on. And that's not what y'all should be focused on either, even though that's what's being blasted to you and advertised all across Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and the likes. Okay? So that's pretty much that on that. I am going to pull a few more oracles just to close out the reading. And that's it, y'all. And I'm going to let y'all go. I've been using my Black Lilith oracle lately, so I guess I'll use my tree oracle tonight. I'm antisocial too. I'm introverted. I'm in social distancing before Corona as well, you know. But I was still going out every once in a while when I feel like it and splurging money. I'm not going to lie. Just be like, babe, let's go out to eat. I'm bored. I'm tired of being in the house. Exactly. People want to impress people that don't even pay attention. You're absolutely correct. Y'all see how these cards just fly right on out the deck for me? I like that. All right. So, additional considerations and guidance, we have create. I keep telling y'all this is the time to focus on your creativity. Not everyone is a creative person, and that's okay. Create a lane in the current position that you work in, or in the current, you know, place that you're in your life that works for you, period. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be creating actual works of art or creating a business, you know. Create what works for you. Create a new outlook for yourself, you know. Create a new plan, you know. Just the point is, be creative and be in a mindset of creating and manifesting, because that is what we're being called to do in this time. We also are going to have to be resilient. So you're going to be tired. You're going to be feeling drained. You know, all these planets are in retrograde, and on top of that, we have all this world stuff going on. If you're in the northern states, this is hitting you 10 times harder than it's hitting us down here in the south, especially in New York. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you're going to have to be resilient and not let those things penetrate your energy during this time. Sacral chakra, know your worth, stay grounded. You know what you're worthy of. Keep your promises to yourself first and foremost. Because we always so worried about keeping our promises to everyone else and worried about how we look to everyone else. But what about how you look to yourself? What about keeping the promises that you made to yourself? I promised myself that I would start getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and working out. Did I do it? No, I did not. Why? But when I promise someone to show up for a reading at a certain time, you better believe your ass I'm there. Why is that? Do I not feel like I'm worthy of keeping my time the same way that I keep everyone else's time? Apparently not. This is the card to focus on that energy, sacral chakra. Okay? Tranquility and trust. If you trust and believe in your own ambition, in your own power, in your own ability to manifest, and if you believe, even if you don't have the support that you need to have right now, that you can attract that support, you can manifest that support, then it will come to you, and you can find peace in knowing that you already have it. Everything I want is already mine. That's a peaceful statement in and of itself. Grant me the serenity to change the things I control and not worry about the things that I can't control. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, y'all. I hope that was helpful for some of you all going into these next few weeks. with this retrograde. Of course, I'll be touching base with you all again about this, but honestly, next week, I probably, instead of talking about this, we'll be talking about the new moon, because the new moon is coming. I want to encourage you all to speak life over yourselves every single day. Speak life over your partner every single day. Smudge yourself, cleanse yourself, stay hydrated. And yeah, I gotta go. Instagram about to kick me off in about a minute, you guys. So thank you all for joining me, and I hope y'all have a good night.